everybody. We are celebrating from Washington, D.C. with my dancing poets, everybody. Come on. Let's get in the holiday. Well, let's get in the happy mode today, everybody. It's a celebration on Big TV Network. We want to thank our audience for popping in. Those from Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, West Africa, all over the world. We want to thank you for coming in on the Pick TV Break Net, and we want to thank everybody for popping on right now. It said March Madness, but it's March Gladness to here today. Brother O is our host today for our beautiful show. We're going to bring him up at this time. Brother O, it's a promising show today, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to have these guests that are going to be here on our show. We've had poets before, but this is National Women's Month. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to have some poets that I know who are doing work here in Chicago. And these were like three poets that came to mind. So I'm looking forward to having a wonderful show today.
Yeah, and those who are watching right now, you can chat in from Facebook, the Pick TV Network, YouTube, the Pick TV Network, Twitter, the Pick TV Network, all over the world, and Channel 1000 on Roku. We are on right now from DC all the way to Chicago. So, Brother O, let's get right into it with your guest today, man.
Okay, so welcome everyone. This is Hello America, our National Women's Month Poetry Edition. And first, I want to start with Be Real, also known as Brandy Warren. And she is a West Side Chicago native who is a poet and songwriter who gives her life testimony through her art that she hopes will move and inspire those who read her writings and hear her spoken word performances. How you doing today?
Hello, thank you for having me here, Orion. Today I will be sharing a poem that I actually just wrote. So I hope you all like it, and I hope that you all can connect to it as well.
All right, and I'm sure that everyone will definitely enjoy your work. Secondly, we have Shakira Caluette, also known as Word Fetty, and she is a spoken word artist who has a Master's of Art in Teaching in Elementary Language Arts, and she hosts and curates Word Fetty Open Mic in Chicago. How you doing?
I'm well. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, no problem. And as always, your name is a tongue twister.
You just take time to learn it.
Just take time to learn it after practice. I definitely appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
And lastly, we have Janine Hall. Janine is a 4-time national award-winning poet and community service activist and radio show host. She is a domestic violence survivor who shares her experience and triumphs through resilience in her literature and spoken word performance. How you doing?
I am wonderful. What's going on, y'all?
All right, so let's get it going. Let's get it going, guys. So how's the month been going for you?
Oh man, it's busy. I'm closing out the month, going to Texas. I got a 2-day feature. One day I'm a headliner. The next day I'm doing a workshop, and I'm gonna be a feature. So yeah, they got everybody wearing purple, and they're gonna be doing like a poetry slam and all type of stuff. Yeah, Dallas,
okay.
Sounds fun.
Texas, y'all.
Well deserved. That's exciting. I'm happy with you. I'm so happy with you, Nina. Well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Thank you,
my month has been going pretty well. I had Word Fetty. You were there. You were a performer. You were performing at Word Fetty when we had it at Urban Lux Cafe. Like, the place was packed. The talent was amazing. The food was really good at Urban Lux. It was just really good. It was a really good set. And it was my first time being inside of the set with Word Fetty, and it was really good month so far.
Nice. Well, my month, it went pretty good. I started off with a feature, my first paid feature at the Front Porch as a West Side writer of Chicago. So that was very exciting. And I just look forward to doing more.
Okay. So this question is for everyone. What is your definition of poetry? And what inspires you the most to use this particular medium of expression? Let's start with Janine.
So poetry, honestly, is my therapy. When I went through what I went through in 2001, I had actually stopped doing poetry, and I picked that pen back up. And because a lot of people say because of the trauma that you went through, did you ever even go to therapy? I never did. I just picked that pen up and I just started writing again, and I haven't stopped ever since. And it's been 35, almost 30, 36 years later. I'm still writing. So that's what poetry is to me. But it's just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like we're here to teach. You know what I mean? You have to be careful with your words. You have to be careful what you say. So if you know when we out here doing our poetry, it's literally like I do my poetry at the end of the day, not for the claps, not for the oohs, not for the ahs. I literally do my poetry to help heal somebody. At the end of the day, if I have somebody come up to me and say, I needed that, thank you, I needed that, thank you for my, for that, then that's all that matters to me at the end of the day.
Okay. Shakira.
Poetry for me is something that I've been doing all my life. It's a way for me to express myself and to connect with other people. Poetry is about expressing your feelings, using similes, metaphors, rhyme schemes, alliteration, just to build that connection with other people. And through poetry, I've built I would like to say a legacy for myself, as well as a community that's important in what we do.
Okay. All right. Brandy, how about you?
Poetry for me, I started writing when I was 16. And the only reason I started was because when I would give people advice, and it's crazy to say, but a 16-year-old giving somebody some advice, right? I would give people advice and they're like, did you write that down? Where did you get that from? And so it was powerful to see how I could connect with other people with my words, so I wanted to turn that into an art, and that's what I did.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate all those answers. So I'm going to flip the script a little bit. I didn't intend on this, but just want to pick your brain. So we just, all of you just gave your definition of what you think poetry is. So what poetry isn't in your mind, right? You told me what poetry is or was, but what poetry isn't to you?
Say what's really on my mind. Poetry isn't preachy.
Okay.
It's nice to listen to. It gives people a provocative in the traditional sense of the word. Like, it makes people think. It stays with you. It's something that stretches your thinking a little bit, and it's also what is not it's not preachy. It's not emotionless. It's that's all I have right now.
I like that. I like that one. It's not emotionless. I like that because it's supposed to be about emotion. So I like that answer. Brandy.
I could tell you a lot about what I think poetry is. Like I believe poetry is what you see. It's the art of everything. So anything that's disconnected from that is not poetry. Poetry is not the snaps. It's not the snap of a finger. It's not rhymes. Poetry is something that you can feel. So if it's opposite of that, then it's not poetry.
Okay. Janine.
Poetry isn't recognized as an art as it should be. There are so many shows nowadays that's geared toward singing, dancing, but there's nothing really geared towards poetry, and it's not cool. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I tried out for America's Got Talent. Poetry was not even a category. I had to put it in other. It is so many great artists that have been through America's Got Talent and a lot of other shows, but all of us are good, but none of us got noticed. So when that guy Brandon won last year or year before last, they said because it was because it was the COVID during COVID or whatever, they gave it a chance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, well, let us listen to it and see exactly what it is. So yeah, poetry isn't noticed like it should be. Poetry is disrespected a lot, and poetry is not disrespectful. A lot of people do poetry they cut real cutthroat with it. A lot of people do poetry for the wrong reasons, and that's not what it is. It's a beautiful art form, but a lot of people don't make it and don't keep it that way. So that's how I feel.
No, and I really appreciate that answer, right? How you elaborated on that. I didn't expect that. But I do agree. I do agree with a lot of what you just said. Why do you think each one of you, why do you think poetry is recognized as it should be and appreciated? There's other genres of art out there who are more recognized and seem to have more commercial value.
Because a lot of people think poetry is just that, a hobby. Literally, a hobby. Because a lot of people write poetry, they just writing it because they just writing in the journal. I'm just writing my everyday feelings, how I feel. Well, a lot of people don't take that journal and turn that journal into a book. You don't take that journal and turn that journal into poetry, because that could be the most beautiful poetry, the most beautiful book that you don't ever did. But people don't take it serious. People look at it more like a hobby. And that's why it's not taken that serious, to be honest with you. But it should be. And it takes people like us to make it that way.
Brandy, what do you think?
I believe a lot of people don't want to listen. And a lot of people, their attention span, they don't want to listen. They don't have the time. So if you're not saying anything that right away, they can't appreciate what you're saying and the art of what you're saying. They don't see it. So that's what I think. You have to take the time to listen to what we're saying instead of other people that get up here or they get on these platforms to say poetry and they're not saying a thing. So we get dismissed very quickly.
Shakira.
I agree with all of them, what they're saying. Like, we don't get taken, because people see it as a hobby, and then a lot of people come up here and the folks have short attention spans. But I think because poetry is, like she said, something you have to listen to, and some poetry isn't very loud and in your face. It's like subtle, it's quiet. You got to think about it a little bit. It's not really like promoted a lot as other things are, and I gotta think about this some more.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. So I know Brandon Leak actually was here last year. He was here, and he had a feature right there in Bronzeville. Have any of you had an opportunity to meet him personally?
No.
So I said that because we mentioned Brandon Leak and his success. I was still in prison when Brandon Leak won. I never even got a chance to see it. And somebody was like, "Hey man, this guy that won doing spoken word." And then when I got around the time I got out, my mother had mentioned it. So once I got out, I got on YouTube and said, "All right, let me check this guy out." And so, make a long story short, actually, the stuff that he won with on America's Got Talent is nothing compared to like a lot of his other work. Because at first, I'm just gonna be honest, I was like, well, he was all right. I wasn't that impressed. It wasn't horrible, but once I heard his other work that he didn't put on there, and he had a reason why, it was a strategy. I'm not gonna go into it, but y'all, he got work that's like 3 times probably better than what he won with. But anyway, he came and he expressed how, and there was a truth to it. He said that a lot of people, even though I did a lot for the art form, right, by winning America's Got Talent, a lot of people aren't going to come and support me. He said, example, it's 10 people in this room, right? And so he gave possibly many, several reasons why people wouldn't support him. They might have felt like he shouldn't have been the face of poetry or the voice of poetry, spoken word or whatever. But he was given that an example. It's like, because of what he accomplished with the America's Got Talent on that big platform, it should be something that's celebrated and supported by the entire community.
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? By him winning on that platform, when he's going around and he's touring and we're coming out as a community to support him, then it shows that, okay, that is a viable market, right? And so by us supporting him, we actually are supporting ourselves. But when we don't go out to support the guy who's supposed to be the guy, they're like, well, that was just a fluke. And so there's no way, and I saw it, there's no way that Brandon Leak should have been here in Chicago, and Chicago poets, or the poetry community in Chicago was not there. For whatever reasons, that was not promoted or not supported by the Chicago poetry community. So just throwing it out there. And Just Mike was actually one of the people that was behind that. Just Mike and Mannerism and some other people, they were there that were part of that production. Okay, let's go to the next question. So I'm going to ask you about your names, the monikers that you use. Let's start with Janine.
Yeah.
What is the reason or meaning behind the name Nina Purple Rain?
Because first of all, purple is my favorite color. I always has been ever since I was a little girl. And purple represents my story. I'm a domestic violence survivor. And it represents National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So that's the reason why they call me. But Nina is my nickname because my name is Janine. So Nina is my nickname. And purple just represents me as a survivor. And my favorite color.
And purple, and your favorite what?
And my favorite color. And it rocks royalty. Purple represents royalty.
Right, and rain, and you spell rain REIGN and not RAIN. Not so she's not talking about Prince, y'all. She ain't talking about Prince, okay?
No. So Black Ice actually gave me that name. For years, everybody just called me Nina. But over the past 7 years, Black Ice actually gave me that name. He said, I'm going to spell it REIGN because of the power that you got, because you're a powerful sister. So that's why, So Black Ice gave me my name, actually. He gave me Nina Purple and Nina Purple Rain. He did.
Okay. Shakira. Word Fetty, right?
Word Fetty.
What's Word Fetty? Why Word Fetty?
So Word Fetty is a portmanteau, which is a combination of two words put together. So we have word, which is, word. You look them up in the dictionary. Word and Fetty is the last part of confetti. So when I have my open mic, I want it to be a celebration of words.
Okay. Because, when I think of confetti, I just think of a whole mess you got to clean up after a party, right?
Right.
That's confetti, but glitter is worse. Because Robin Bobo has her emporium on 92nd and Cottage Grove, and somebody had glitter, and she's my slam coach. So I was going there for my slam coaching, and 2 weeks, there was an event that had glitter on there, and after those 2 weeks, the glitter was still there. So confetti might be a little bit easier to clean up than glitter. It's a celebration of words.
Okay, be real.
Okay, so me and my sisters, I have two older sisters. Everybody's name is B. So everybody in the house always call us B. We never know which one they talking to. So I'm like, just put real at the end of that. When you telling me B, be real. And so the words that I say out of my mouth, everybody, they tell me like I can really relate to that. So I chose Be Real as my name.
Okay. And so everyone who just came in, if you were not here for the beginning of this program, this is Hello America on Pick TV Network. My name is Orion Meadows. I am with three wonderful poets. Be Real, also known as Brandy Warren. Word Fetty, also known as Shakira Caluette. And Nina Purple Rain, who also is known as Janine Hall. And we are live here on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram. Also, we're on Roku. So you can check us out. And we will be going to a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll continue our interview. And also, we will allow these poets to be able to demonstrate the work that they do. So we're going to a commercial break, and we will be back. Don't go anywhere.
This is big. I want everyone to download the Pick TV network on your Roku search bar. My brother David Evans is growing Pick TV fans, and I want us to help my brother blow up Pick TV. Boom!
Bro, Timmy, man, I'm popping with good vibes because the PIC TV network is on Roku with free channels. I want everybody to help my bro David Evans and PIC get it. Love. Y'all, it's your boy Ro Timmy, man. I'm popping with good vibes because the PIC TV network is on Roku with free channels. I want everybody to help my bro David Evans and PIC get
We back on, man. We got the dancing poets on here, man. Brother, I'm just saying, man, I'm telling you, we got these dancing poets on here, man. I just can't wait till they start doing their thing, man. Let me get my man Cool in the game. With these dancing poets here. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they popping and rocking. These are dancing poets. Look at this. DC, we're not gonna let them do that to us. DC, where my DC people at? I gotta call Red Essence, EU, Double Funk. We're not gonna let them dance us, Chicago. Listen.
Now you know in Chicago we Jew. You don't want to mess with that, man.
No, I don't want to mess with that, man.
We percolating and all that. You don't want to
Brother, we're gonna turn the spotlight on and let you bring your poets up so they can do their thing. You're watching Hello America on the Pick TV Network. Come on, brother.
All right. So we're about to close out, but first and foremost, and just quickly, these quick 2 questions, and then we're gonna go into your performance. Name a poet that inspired you to create poetry and why. Nobody want to take it?
I'll go ahead and take it. Mine may seem a bit cliche, but I would say Tupac.
Okay.
For me, it was Tupac. Just the way the way I do my performances or my poetry, I am a bit hardcore, I would say. But I like the way he articulates himself. As far as just as far as the roles coming from the pavement, like I love that. I can always refer back to that. And so something so sweet and so soft coming from something so hard, a hard place. So it's Tupac for me.
Okay.
Me is Nas, and I love me some Nas, y'all. Y'all better leave Nas alone. Man, it's Nas and Maya Angelou. Oh my God. Yes. I love them too.
Okay. Shakira.
So the first people that pops into my mind are currently David T. Wilson from the Collective here in Chicago. Every time I hear him, he's got some of the dopest bars that I can really visualize, and it just makes me want to write more. So a lot of the poets in our local scene have really been inspiring me to write lately.
Okay. And the last question is, what do you think is your strength as a writer? And what area do you think needs improvement? Let's start with you, Nina.
What is my strength as a writer? I write from real places. I really do. I write from real places. I take myself back. I write from a healing place. I write from a healing place. What was the second part of your question? I'm sorry.
And what area do you think needs improvement?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Okay. Study long, study wrong. We think
Right.
about it. Man. Think about it. That's your homework.
Okay.
That's your homework assignment. Shakira. It's on you, Shakira.
My strengths is my feedback about my word choice. I've been getting a lot of feedback about my word choice as well as my development of characters throughout my work. So in typewriter, I express myself as personification through the typewriter. So I embody the characters, as well as when I do Soul Town, which me and I have time to do today. I'm really involved with the storytelling of it as well. And so I would say my storytelling, my character development, and my word choice are my strengths. And what I would need to work on, I would say I have to work on like having a variety of poems and doing more personal poetry. Because before I didn't really write about myself. Now I'm starting to. So that could be something I can work on.
All right. Brandy.
I would say my strength would be having others being able to connect with me. I believe that's one of my greatest strengths. You can feel my words when I speak them. And something that I would have to work on would probably be my stage presence, and also just having different categories of poems.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get into it. Let's start with Shakira. Now we got the clock on, guys. So 3 to 4 minutes. let's go, Shakira. Introduce this yourself and the poem that you are going to present to our audience.
All right. Oh, my name is Shakira Caluette. I host Word Fetty Open Mic. I'm a literary artist, so that means I make art out of words wherever they appear. I am going to do my typewriter piece today. I have a typewriter. Her name is Monica Simone. She's a gorgeous teal blue with a long, lazy carriage handle. Return her namesake spotted her on a Goodwill shelf across the street from her overpriced, dysfunctional twin. A squeal so high only birds could hear it emitted from my mouth, sitting cross-legged on the floor with this treasure in my lap, examining the keys like kissing Kate Barlow. This machine can handle my Kermit Furious typing, my poetry and my prose. Suppose curious onlookers wonder why a typewriter over a laptop. This built-in printer, no social media having, water-resistant, modern, nostalgic miracle helps me create them. Bulldozes through writer's block with so much ease it had to be added to our family. I have a typewriter. She's an exhibitionist, rolling her platin Sunday to Sunday. She's a money maker on the corner, collecting those Lincolns, Washingtons, Hamiltons. Heck, we even got a grants. She's a digital girl, so let's not forget about that Cash App or that Zelle. Get your money, girl. I have a typewriter. Her name is Sally. She's private. Loves to stay at home. Touch her too through Z. She'll resist you with her quirky charm. She's the genesis of this obsessive revelation. Give her back her space with a reverse carriage slide. She's private, monogamous, only has one lover. I have a type. Glasses, brown eyes, 5'10" a exquisite resemblance of my daddy. Confidence that speaks before he does. Collaborative, always looking for the win-win situation for all those involved. I gather all my gumption to find mine and his direction, only for rejection to spill out the mouth of his poisonous jar. I wonder why I even try. I hold back my swan cry at his daily appearance. No interference to the business at hand, me chasing him. He was fool's gold. There was no way that my typeface would ever fit his fonts. Like I said, I have typewriters and I have a type. I'm the type of writer that leaves sheets wishing they were ghosts so my words don't haunt them, makes metaphors moan that I wrote them into existence, uses 2 typewriters, 1 laptop, a pen and a pad to write this piece, uses Costco napkins to write these verses, because my mind won't rest until I get these words off my chest. Gets so angry, so upset when I write this beautiful verse. Absolutely gorgeous verse with similes, metaphors, only for it to look like a bunch of gobbledygook. It's the only file on my phone that looks like an alien language. Knows that this is a chance for me to start a new invitation so I can write for my type of writers. Thanks. And I also wanted to add on to what you were saying about something I needed to work on as a poet. And that would be what Brandy said, be real, having that audience connection. I could work on that as well.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. So next we're gonna go, like I said, you got 4 minutes. Brandy, it's on you.
Okay, the title of this poem is called Cobalt. The comfort of a cell phone feels better than a human touch. The closure that satisfies the mind while thinking the heart, while keeping the heart from racing, thinking that you'll lose it if it all was to be erased. And a best friend, well, a best friend no longer holds your deepest secrets. A device does, with limited gigabytes, forcing your brain to lose memory of nostalgic moments. Oh, how those were the days. Distracting like a family gathering. Selfies teach us to be selfish. Verbal communication has faces, the times and places, different languages, races are replaced with filters. I can no longer filter this socioeconomic disparity. Congolese people are enslaved to artisanal mining, while your favorite Chinese vendors are paying them minimal compensation, $3 daily, which equals to $780 annually, while sales triple at their expense, while sales triple at the expense of a life. Yet we'll go to war to convert our Android cousin into iPhone. Hungry babies swallowed in the belly of a mine. Their minds will never know the luxury of the question, do you have games on your phone? Birth into child labor. You can imagine that resume covered in a vast of cobalt blood. Poor conditions keep the poor condition, primarily digging with splendored hands. And when these minerals enter the processing facilities, there's no way to track it back to its origin. Why does that feel so familiar? Can you imagine the connection stuck between a rock and a hard place? Driven by our demand, vibrations notify our ego and bury families to death. The same rechargeable phones they warn us not to hold up to our head due to radiation. They poison the wombs of someone's firstborn. Unawareness keeps us careless. So the next time you drop your phone, remember, it breaks the heart of the people in Congo. Thank you.
Oh, that was a nice poem. I like that. And it brought about social awareness too. And that's like with when we ask the question of what poetry is or what it isn't. I think about Dr. Hakeem Adabuti and Useni Eugene Perkins, where we honored last year for National Poetry Month. Another one, unfortunate, because we lost Useni Eugene Perkins, the author of Hey Black Child. And one of the things that was very disappointing was that we didn't have a big turnout for Useni Perkins, and he died like a week later. That was his last show. And it was unfortunate that the poetry community didn't come out to that, because we had our elders and they talked about how when they were writing for a cause, and that they were part of a movement, even though they didn't quite understand that. And so it's come to a point to where it's more about snaps or praise, or even about it being monetized. It's gotten to that point. But what poetry is, or what it's supposed to be, is about spreading awareness. So I really appreciate that piece, and I'm sure Useni Perkins would have appreciated that piece too. So lastly, Janine.
Yes.
It's on you.
Present. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I was gonna do something else, but I'm not. I'm gonna be obedient and do what God is telling me to do. So I'm going to do my purple piece, and I'm gonna tell people why they call me Nina Purple Rain. My testimony. She wanted him, but he wasn't good enough. She wanted him, but he wasn't good enough. That boy was poison. See, newsflash, she was told as a child that you're fast, but she didn't grow up fast. And flash forward, she's grown now, and her childish tendency still wouldn't put him out the house. And newsflash, purple was her favorite color. She thought it was a Gemini thing, but flash forward, it ended up being the color used by millions to salute her story. See, he has his own clothing line, wife beaters. His fist abused her. His fist abused her. I don't think y'all heard me. I said his fist abused her because the H is silent. Nobody hears her. Nobody listens. How did she mysteriously fall on her face? Hello, fist. Let me introduce you to I. Nice to meet you. See her blood? It doesn't even bleed blood anymore. It bleeds bruise. It bleeds bruise. It bleeds bruise. It was a song that we used to sing as a child. It was a one eye, one horn, flying purple people eater. Sure looked strange to me. One eye, because he would hit her in it. And it was a one eye, one horn, flying purple people eater. Sure looked strange to me. One horn, because it will come out of his skull the angrier he gets. See, you can't have it, Mr. Purple People Eater. You can't have it because, see, he already beat you to it. And although everybody knew it, and although while she was singing this song cutely as a child, while not knowing it, Mr. Purple People Eater, you were getting up prepared for her future. Because, see, Purple said it's okay for her to come around now because she's not riding from his ego anymore. And she hasn't seen her family in so long that mama done grade. And daddy was going to divorce her, but he stayed. See, I wonder what daddy would have said if he would have seen her face. I wonder what daddy would have said if he would have seen her face. She wore makeup to paint the picture the way her looks used to be. And she wore dark glasses to hide the dark secrets in her life. See, I wore makeup to paint the picture the way my looks used to be. And I wore dark glasses to hide the dark secrets in my life. And I wanted so bad to get away from him, y'all. But he had already marked my body with his territory, walking around proud of his abstract artwork that he had put on me, as if somebody was going to ask him for a business card or something. See, purple taught me about self-love. Purple taught me about self-esteem. See, purple was the color of the bruises that I wore on me each and every day. And it was so hard for purple to counsel a lost and unwanted soul that was brainwashed by he. So I would stitch the word purple across my chest, and I wear it like a badge of honor. And I would bleed purple blood for each and every domestic violence victim who's not here today to tell his or her story. So the next time you ask me what happened, I'll tell you that my finger is literally shaped like my 96 Lumina gear shaft because he was on a warpath while hitting me while I was driving. I'll tell you that the 43 and the 26 stitches that I had to have in my face, the broken bones, the broken noses, the 23 stab wounds, was because since I didn't give him my money or talk to him, he saw it as a sign of disrespect. And I'll tell you that the pistol whoopers that I endured each and every day still leave permanent headaches to this day. Because on August the 18th, 2001, I got strangled to death, dead, flatline, gone. And see, God gave my life back to me and gave him 15 years strong. So please support Domestic Violence Awareness Month, y'all. Not just in October, but each and every day, because it supports my song. I'm so glad I made it. I'm so glad I made it. I made it through. I made it, y'all. Peace.
That's right.
And Nina, show them your book. Show them your publication.
Oh, man. I don't even have that book.
Come on, man. You mean to tell me you ain't got...
Oh, sorry, y'all. My book is on Amazon. It's called Tough Times, Memoirs of a Survivor. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
I was trying to set you up for this. That's why I was trying to set you up so you could show your book.
I'm sorry. My bad. But yeah, it's on Amazon, y'all, called Memoirs of a Survivor. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. It's actually a book about my life. So yeah, it's really powerful. Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So anyway, thank you all for coming on this show and sharing your gift and sharing your stories. So everyone, this is Hello America at on the PTV network. We are on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out. Check out some of our other programs as well. Tell everybody about our show. And also, if you have it, if you are able to do it, donate to the PIC TV network so that we can continue to have programs like this. So We can have content that informs people, that educates, that inspires people, entertains people, because obviously it's not free, but we want to be able to continue to have platforms such as this where we've been able to provide people with information about what's going on in our communities that's impacting us and the changes that need to be made. But we also want to be able to have a place where we can have poets and writers talk about their work that is so important. So if you can donate to the PIC TV network. You see that the code up there. You can scan that and you can make a donation. Or if you can't do it right now, then you can go check us out and find out a way to be able to help support this platform. So without with that being said, we're going to bring up Dr. Evans to take us up out of here, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm sitting back enjoying these people, man. We got America dancing, man. It's y'all party, man. I'm on Instagram, man. Watch the Instagram crew, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, all over the place, man. Y'all just made me feel so good, man. Let's just keep dancing artists out before we close out. Let me get some spotlight love. PIC TV Network. Hey. Then we're not gonna let them out dance stuff. I'm gonna go get my Rare Essence. I gotta go get Sugar Bear. I gotta get my EU, man. I gotta get my old school to pop on here, man. PIC TV Network. It's beautiful. It's a good vibe.
No. Hold on. Wait a minute, man. Chicago here. You gotta get Shaka Khan.
All right.
Play some Shaka Khan and
yeah, Shaka Khan.
We outnumber you.
Yeah, y'all got it.
Shaka Khan or somebody like that.
I go with Chicago, man. We got to get some people in this house back here.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, man.
Yeah, I ain't messing with. I'm not gonna go there. Oh, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing.
Play the Shining Star, man. Earth,
I got one house we trying to get together. Oh, you know what I'm trying to do, right? we got to get that together this year, right? Hey, everybody, we having a good time here on the PIC TV Network. All of our fans watching around the world. Again, as Brother O says, scan that QR code. Take a minute to send a donation to the PIC TV Network. You know what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring some positive showing on television when it comes to broadcasting with the best. You heard these poets today? Blow it up. And I'm telling you, they're coming back. And what we have been blessed to do, Brother O, I was in a meeting this past weekend in Washington, D.C. with actors, directors, producers, and I'm going to show it on PIC TV Network. 61 interviews with top movie producers, top film writers, and I'm going to show some of these poets to them so they can star in the movie and star in the film. So, yeah, y'all get ready. Don't move too far because you're going to be getting a phone call. So we're excited about all of you guys coming on. Brother, I want to thank you, man, for making the best of the best come on PIC TV Network. And they roll with that. Y'all roll. I mean, all y'all artists today who are on here, man, I'm in the studio looking at you guys and saying, you know what? This is big. This is big for our network to have you guys come on here and do y'all thing like y'all did tonight. From Washington, D.C. all the way to Chicago. You never know who's watching you on PIC TV Network all over the world. Y'all have national, international exposure by coming on the network. And I'm talking about people watching y'all from stars, producers, directors, and folk coming in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, all over the place through Roku with interpreters. With interpreters, you guys are on around the world. So I want to thank you for your time. Hey, it's PIC TV Network Celebration. Can we just dance one more time before we get on? Yeah, I'd like to see y'all dance a little bit. Woo! Woo! Look at that. I like it, Brianna. Go ahead, girl. I see you. I can't do that with a fire because, we don't want to get thrown out the broadcast, So we thank you for coming on PIC TV Network. We see you next time.
Hey everybody, my name is Patricia Frudenberg, also known as Patty. I am the CEO of Mr. Graham and the proud team member of the PIC TV Network.
Everybody, thank you for coming on Pick TV Network. You made it to the end of another show on Pick TV Network. Don't forget to keep watching our shows and programs and support the Pick TV Network. Scan that QR code. Take a moment. We'll give you a moment. Scan that QR code to show you how you can come on and do a show, a program, and how you can donate to keep our programs booming around the world on Pick TV Network. Check us out on your Roku search bar. Go on over there right now. Yeah, put the Pick TV Network in your search bar. You'll see our shows pop up. Now watch this show over and over again. Like and share. Don't just look at it. Like and share so we can see the numbers go up. Yeah, Pick TV is your network on Roku. Let's tell everybody.